I feel like this is a weird video getting on here talking about a girl's looks, but it just sucked to see somebody with an amazing aura, an amazing look, an amazing uniqueness, somebody I couldn't just stop like, damn, this girl's beautiful, and then to just see it all get stolen by people's passive aggressive comments and people's jealousy and people not being able to deal with her magnetism. All right, so I haven't thought about it that deeply, but I suspect if you condense every passive aggressive comment, like siphoning it down into its bare minimum, what it's trying to accomplish, it's basically somebody trying to kind of steal a little bit of your aura. And if you think about it like on a macro scale, that's like what the world is trying to do to you all the time. It's just like trying to take a little bit of your aura and beat you down into someone or something that just doesn't shine brighter than them. And what made me essentially think about this is there's this girl that I met that was beautiful, and she was from another country. She had like features from that country, like a Middle Eastern country, and it was kind of like mysterious, and you couldn't really tell where she was from by chance. Me and my friends were just like, oh my God, this girl is so beautiful. But apparently in her little circle and in her reality, her nose was too big. And I pray to God she never sees this. This is what I suspect happened. She was the prettiest one in most of her, if not all of her friend groups. Her friends, instead of just letting that sit, had to pick apart one thing that like would steal her aura a little bit, and that was her nose, because it was a little bit bigger than, I guess, modern society standards. But me and my friends were never like, oh, this girl has a big nose or anything like that. We were always just, we didn't even notice it. We're just like, oh, this girl is just beautiful. But apparently her whole life she was made fun of for her nose being a little bit bigger than normal. And she told me if she ever got nose surgery, it would just make her happier. I told her not to. Her nose was a part of the aura. Her nose was literally a part of the aura. It perfectly made her face symmetrical. It like gave her that mystique of like the other country that she was from, and it just added to the whole package. But she couldn't see that because in her world, that's what everybody made fun of her for. She's thinking it's a flaw, but really, it really was just a part of her whole package as an aura. So I told her not to, but she went and got nose surgery to get her nose smaller. And I swear to you that like, she's still a cute girl, but like her whole aura, everything that was her, it's like kind of not the same anymore. And I feel like what's gonna happen, like her friends are gonna be like, oh yeah, you got surgery, you look good, blah, 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 blah. But really they're saying that because they'll probably be able to see that she kind of lost something that was hers. And they're probably like secretly kind of happy about that, which those aren't real friends, obviously, but you've all been in a circle like that where somebody's like a friend but not a real friend. Literally, I made this whole video because it pissed me off. This girl was beautiful, and then her nose surgery kind of just stole that uniqueness of her. And that's another thing where all these girls are now getting surgery and they all end up looking the same. The world is just sapping you of your uniqueness, stealing your specialness. Okay, while I was editing the video, I realized that I do have to be transparent. I feel like this girl's story relates to me so hard is because I've been told myself multiple times, interestingly, by dudes only, that I would be attractive if my forehead wasn't so big, which I don't know how girls feel about my forehead. No girls ever commented on it. So in my head, my forehead is my flaw. Like if I had a smaller forehead, I would be more attractive. So I do spend a lot of time, you'll see me on videos spending a lot of time covering it. I wear a lot of hats. One, it keeps my dreads from falling all over the place, but also I'm covering my forehead. So I guess it just resonated for me to see a girl that in her head, her nose being too big is her flaw, but in my eyes, it just was a huge part of her uniqueness and beauty. And then, no, seeing her walk around kind of destroyed by that, and it was so much a part of her. But like in her eyes, she couldn't see it. So I guess I wonder in my eyes, is it the same thing that's always happening? Because of some of these comments that I've gotten through elementary, junior high, high school, that now it's become a huge deal in my world, but it's nothing. Yeah, I think you know what I'm trying to get at. But yeah, whenever you hear a passive aggressive comment or something, when it's happening to you, you're just like, why is this person doing this to me, or why is it like this? But it's possibly you just have something, a little glow that kind of frustrates them, and that's the only way they can kind of even the playing field, is if they get at you a little bit. And I just wish this girl never touched her face or nothing at all. But she's still cute. I pray to God she never sees this. But yeah, there was something about her look that was just unique and special. And people trying to just steal her aura actually kind of got to her, and it worked. And in her case, a sad case, she can't put her nose back on. And that was a big part, that was a huge part of her beauty, was her slightly bigger than standard nose, which it wasn't even big. In her head, it was big. It wasn't even big. Even if it was big, it wasn't. You know what I'm saying? And then now she probably gets comments, oh, your nose is pretty. But really, they're probably just happy because they can see she lost something. And I just want people to understand that this is what the world tries to do to you.